Hey Soul Tribe, I've been called to do a bit of a check-in on the twin flame journey because, oh my goodness, something has shifted for the divine masculine and it's put them into this, like, check out this pre-shuffle. It's really put them into this space where they're becoming so defensive because they're beginning to recognize the level of chaos and how much manipulation has been going on around them. Like, I'm getting the sense that for the divine masculine, everything that they believed in, it's sort of like they build up their life to be a very specific way, and it's just crumbling in on itself. I have a pre-shuffle here with some oracle cards. This is the void. This is what comes after the tower, which does imply to me something has collapsed in the divine masculine's life. What do we have in here? The weaver. Yeah. Something that the masculine has put together it's crumbling apart. It's just like, I just see a bunch of like little sticks being propped up together. It's a little bit of this Four of Wands right here, along with the Fool. Like with the Four of Wands and the Chariot underneath there is a high risk that the masculine could get suckered back into an old paradigm, and they have way too many energies trying to entice them, bring them all in. Like, these babes look like they know how to have a fun time, and they're trying to get the masculine on board. And this is a very unique message. They have a karmic feminine around them that maybe they've had like multiple relationships that's trying to force the masculine into a monogamous relationship, and it's actually scaring the shit out of them, but kind of not in the way that you might think. Over here with the masculine, they got to take a leap of faith. They have to try something new and different, and they honestly don't know where it is that they're going because the void is emptiness. The void is nothing. And underneath there, 10 of Cups, they're not happy. This is a bit of an initial confirmation. This divine masculine, they are not happy with their situation. So if you have been picking up on this, this could be your reading. So if you'd like to know what's going on with your divine masculine, you are more than welcome to stick around. If we haven't met yet, my name is High Priestess Berries, psychic, medium, and divine channeler, hoping to bring you a message. Now, always remember, tap into your instincts. Wow. Listen to your intuition. If there's anything that I talk about that doesn't make any sense, totally fine. Do not worry about it. This message may not be for you, but if it does resonate, please let me know by liking and sharing your comments in the space below. Whoa, like the energy is so intense right now. You can tell within my voice, I'm having a very difficult time trying to stay on the train track of what's going on with your divine masculine. They've been slow. They have been stuck. Something has skyrocketed underneath the divine masculine that they need to make change. And if they don't slow down, they risk tripping and injuring themselves. Knight of Cups. Oh man. Like for a lot of you who have been waiting to hear from your divine masculine, hoping to get an update rather than just depending on tarot readers like myself, there seems to be a bit of an intention from the divine masculine to send you a message to be able to reconnect with you. A lot of them have really lost their way. They've lost their soul. They've lost their purpose in life. And there's something about you, divine feminine, that they recognize you know things, you understand things, maybe you can help them. Oh, wow. Like right now, they aren't feeling super great. They do feel like a fucking beast, and not many of them are thoroughly convinced that you would welcome them back into your life. But if you are resonating with this message, even if this just reaches one divine feminine out there, this is you. You have been doing the work. You've been working on your intuitive knowing, trying to heal for some very difficult circumstances, and you just keep getting these messages popping in, this internal knowing. We also have the star, like so far we got major arcana in your environmental energy. Something that you have wished for, you've been waiting for and longing for, is getting ready to come in. Oh, wow, I'm so glad we saw the tower. That something has fallen apart in this person's life. You've been gathering up the pieces of your own existence, and it's one of these things. You've learned to detach. You're learning how to have love. You have embraced what it is like to dive into the unknown because you are unwilling to put up with this type of energy. Be enthusiastic about it. Like, you have so much divine support during this time, and this focus up here with you, divine feminine, is so important, because if your masculine is getting ready to come in, it means that the universe is supporting you and your person in order to make this happen. Five of Cups. There's a very upsetting, very difficult message that this masculine needs to talk to you about. And I keep hearing, you're the only person who would understand. You're the only person who might actually care about this. You're the only one who gets it. So we're going to have a look. I've already pre-shuffled both of these decks, but we are going to be asking, how is it that the masculine is acting and reacting to their situation within the 3D? We're also going to be asking, what is their action reaction to their karmic? We're going to see what actions they potentially could make. Like, because I have to put this out there. You know they want to speak to you, but at the end of the day, it really comes down to their free will, because some of them are drowning within their sorrows. And if you are following me on my TikTok, there's a lot of realizations that the divine masculine has been around enablers who have no problem keeping their vibration low, getting them stuck in political drama, community drama, as well as alcoholism, drug usage. And, you know, because we saw, like before I go to cut with this Four of Wands, like multiple relationships, especially if some of them are getting pressure to go monogamous. Some of them, that's monogamy through having an unwanted pregnancy, especially if there's any kind of pregnancy sabotage going on. Others, you know, it's this feeling as though the person that they're with is trying to get them to commit one way or the other, because I'm sorry, this karmic doesn't want the masculine to be with you. And that's kind of an interesting sign. Take the compliment, divine feminine. The karmic feminine knows that you're the only one that masculine truly loves, and they've done everything to distract your masculine by, again, through addictions, through drama, being so involved with the family, confusion. Like we saw that Seven of Swords a little bit earlier, but they're trying to keep them away from true love. Don't fret, divine feminine. True love will always win the day, but you're going to have to make sure that you are so focused on yourself and be within your own energy, and make sure that you're not feeling any kind of distortion. If you know yourself, you know the masculine. What do we have after we go to cut? Five of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Someone's trying to convince your person that they are the only one for them. This karmic feminine has no problem. Like, I don't know if you can see, but this girl has a little bit of this manic smile. Yay! We're so happy right now. We're trying so hard to pose for this picture. What is going on here? Like, I'm trying to get along with this. But this person, your masculine, they're feeling really lonely, and they're really stuck with this person. They're not stuck on this person. There's a little bit of a difference between those two. But your masculine needs to make a choice. They have to make a choice. And we're going to be also using this oracle deck so that we can get you some spiritual clarity to get the higher perspective. Because there's what's your masculine is going through in the 3D. There is what the karmic feminine is trying to do to fuck with your divine masculine's perspective of reality. But it's a desperate attempt. There's also the higher perspective to let you know what's actually going on, so you can have faith and confidence that the divine is actually working with your person in the highest possible vibrational frequency. And right here, you're just being encouraged, maybe have an enjoyable life. You've been making space for the masculine in your life, consciously and unconsciously. And in some ways, your person, your masculine, they aren't enjoying life. They've tried to enjoy life, but they've hit a brick wall. It's all being torn apart. Nothing makes sense anymore. And they can't even figure out the game. It's like the player has been played and they just don't know what the rules are anymore, because the karmic energies around them keep changing the rules on the fly, and it's getting confusing and anger inducing. But if you're just learning how to have fun, divine feminine, learning how to go with the flow and being playful, not a player, this is turning into, I'm hearing, it's gonna be like candy to this divine masculine, and they really need some beautiful healing right now in their heart chakra to reconnect with their own femininity. Like, I really get the sense the divine masculine is being brought back to their feminine. This is the only holdback, is this Five of Cups. This regret, this overwhelm because this person, they are not doing well. What's going on in the Divine Masculine's 3D situation? King of Cups. I'm at King of Wands. Interesting. Um, I saw a lot of King of Cups in the pre-shuffle before I went ahead and hit the record button. Like, this is sort of like what they think they're doing and what the universe's opinion is about what this person is doing. And this isn't actually bad. Notice how this King of Wands, they're burning it all down. The masculine is, they have to make a choice. They know they have to make a choice because what? Oh, Ace of Cups. Five of Pentacles, because the situation that they are in, I'm getting bills are piling up. It's kind of one of these things where maybe they got the karmic feminine to stay with them rent-free or a really, really low rent. Like the masculine could not really financially afford to take that financial hit, but they wanted this feminine so badly, and the feminine convinced them, oh, like if you pay all of the bills, then I'll take us and I'll use all my money. We'll go on vacations. I'll buy you all the things. But if karmic feminine is not happy, it means that they just withdraw and withhold all of their energy. And there's something that the divine masculine is noticing about this karmic feminine. And I'm hearing finally, they're finally seeing this person for who it is that they are, because they gave them all the love, generosity, and kindness in the world. And it's sort of as though the masculine, for one brief moment, decided to be open, honest, and vulnerable. They could have confessed something. What's going on right here? Reflect. Okay. So I want to get some cards before I get way too excited about what's going on. I wanted some clarity, because I'm getting a confessionary energy. It's sort of like it's difficult for any masculine energy to be vulnerable. Because when they get hit with a negative feminine karmic energy, it hurts. Like, have you ever had it where you try to be honest with your parents about your belief systems and your belief patterns, and they freak out at you saying, oh my God, that goes against the Lord. Oh my God, like, how could you be such a bitch? Wow, that is really fucking egoic of you. Like, it's sort of like a masculine energy doesn't really enjoy being called out, doesn't enjoy being told to fuck off, especially if it's with a feminine energy that they want to be with, they feel timid around. Like, my root chakra is so uncomfortable right now, but it is in the process of healing. There we go. They're trying to seek out like care and comfort and honesty. If this masculine started their relationship with a karmic feminine based on dishonesty, they knew by sort of the credo of the universe, they had to finally be honest with their karmic. And in some ways, they wanted to see, well, if I'm honest with this person, are they going to be able to see my best intentions, or are they going to freak the fuck out? What do we have? Father of Wands, damn, along with Two of Wands. This is sort of the reaction of the karmic feminine, where it's like, hey, can I just be open and honest about where it is that I'm at in my life? And they got bitten. And so the masculine and the karmic, they're both in a battle. They're both in rage. They've actually been reflecting each other's energy, but these two are at odds. Like right now it's either, well, we're gonna have to work harder on being together. And it's one of these things where if you have to work this hard on making a relationship work, is it really going to be worth it? There's a reason why you're picking up a lot of this energy in the astral realm. And Divine Feminine, stay grounded at this time. This is a very difficult period of your life. Interesting. This is a difficult period in the life of the masculine. You've already been through this. In some ways, what you went through with the masculine to walk away from them, I feel like there's a bit of a reversal of events. How is the masculine acting and reacting to the karmic specifically? Two of Swords, Knight of Swords. I'm hearing blind faith. This kind of confirms sort of the situation. This is I really get this like household argument. trying to have this honest conversation about, what the masculine wants out of their life. This is technically a good thing. Masculine energy sits down and plans, tries to figure out what it is they want to do next in life. And they're trying to figure out, is the karmic in alignment with them? Did they make the right choice? Like at first when they ran to this person, they were super confident. They ran into this situation saying, no, this is what I want, this is how it's going to be. Like even this horse is like, this funny, angry, determined expression on its face. And the masculine's beginning to realize that they ran into this haphazardly. Sometimes when people are trying to make a decision and it's like, okay, I'm just going to flip a coin, it's sort of like which I know it's insulting. Just work with me here. Like the masculine knows they've been a dum-dum through this particular situation. They didn't know what to do because they didn't understand what was important to them at the time. They didn't know how to stay connected to the heart chakra. And honestly, there was a lot going on in your masculine's life. Some of it you might have been aware of. Others, there's so many lies going on that you couldn't keep things straight. But all of those lies have come back to the surface, which is why your masculine is in such supreme chaos. Like, I feel so bad for this person, but at the same time, like, my entitled bitch side is like, yeah, that's exactly what happens when you lie to get into a relationship. Something's come full circle. What's the spiritual clarity that you need to be aware of, Pillar? I always consider this card to be the card of the twin flame. Like, in many ways, I feel as though you are a little bit more of a forgiving state, Divine Feminine, recognizing it is difficult to be honest with your feelings and emotions, especially if you have been accustomed to being like you having your wrist slapped for being honest about what's going on. It's not as though you did anything wrong, Divine Feminine, but this masculine had so many energies around them through friends, family, societal habits that made them believe they couldn't really be honest about what was going on in their life. And they felt pressure to make a decision then, and they're being pressured to make a decision even now. Like, this karma has come back to bite this divine masculine in the ass. Can I get a little bit more clarity with the Two of Swords and this Knight of Swords? Because especially if this is specifically towards, like, this is the primary karmic person, the one that they tried to build a foundation with. If this isn't a live-in partner, this could easily be a business partner that they've tried to align themselves to. Like, well, if they get together with this person, they're going to make me rich and it's going to benefit us both, right? Right? Wrong. Like, what is it that we can know more about this Two of Swords and the Knight of Swords? The Moon, secrets and lies, secrets and lies. I see this card and it's like, in some ways, there's a lot that your masculine did not know. Because this karmic person is a liar, like, if you felt frustrated and annoyed that your divine masculine lied to you, it was because the divine masculine was lied to by the karmic feminine, and it meant that they lied to you. But it's one of these things where the feminine, the karmic feminine, this is difficult to phrase. Bear with me, guys. I sincerely hope that this is making sense to you. The karmic feminine was just bringing up all these narratives to the surface, intentionally trying to confuse your masculine. It's one of these things where if they get through halfway of a thought, the karmic feminine just chop it in half, interrupt the thought, never giving the masculine a chance to complete the sentence, constantly being interrupted. And in some ways, because we saw a little bit earlier with that wrist slapping energy, like, this is about me, this isn't about her. This, like, take gender as it resonates, but it's one of these things where the karmic really made your masculine feel like they were a bad person for not listening to them. Like, they took advantage of their kindness, and that, but something has come to the surface. Like, we have the sun over here and we have the sun over here. Like, for you, this is determination, this is empowerment, this is you realizing you can move forward. Even if you never were able to reconnect with your divine masculine ever again, there's some semblance of determination and understanding that I do not need to deal with this bullshit anymore. Other people need to deal with their grief. This isn't for me to transmute if they don't want my help. Like, first of all, good for you. The masculine is beginning to recognize that they tried to help somebody who is unhelpable, but the karmic went out of their way to make the masculine feel as though they were still useful. And here's the thing. This had to happen. This was divinely timed. This has been divinely guided. There's something going on in the world that is being reflected from this particular collective of divine masculines. If you're trying to figure out what's going on within your masculine's life, just watch the fucking news. Like, there are clues and hints all around you. That's why your divine feminine knowing is supremely activated at this time, and why certain headlines and certain stories might make you feel crumpled in on yourself. Especially if you're someone who maybe you used to be heavily engaged with the news and politics, but you kind of got really cringy about it. You were actually reading into your divine masculine's situation. Like, nothing is new under the sun. Like energy attracts like energy. What's going on with the divine masculine and their karmic situation? It's so prevalent that it's bled into the zeitgeist, where you can actually see it happening on the news. It's more of an extreme version. But how did, like, Jesus once say, to hate one's brother is akin to murder. And it's not to say that hate equals murder, but hate is the root of it. And there's something about you recognizing that lies are the root of chaos, that when you aren't honest with yourself emotionally and you lie to yourself, you lie to others, and then everybody gets into the habit of lying to one another, then you kind of see why things are a little bit chaotic in the world. I know this feels a little bit esoteric, but again, if this is just for one of you, this is exactly the message that you need to hear at this time. There is some hope, and you're being asked to hold on to this hope, your own hope. You've manifested something. Try not to let the chaos of the world to get you down, because there's a lot going on that is stirring up a lot of people's emotions. And there's something that you've been doing, Divine Feminine, that has been really adequately protecting your solar plexus. Like, even though I feel this sort of release from the solar plexus, that's actually from the masculine side. That's a masculinized energy, and you're getting so much better at shielding yourself. Continue to do that work. What actions are the masculine likely to take at this time? Nine of Cups, Queen of Wands. There's some kind of delightful stubbornness that I'm picking up from here. Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment, sort of the lower octave version of it. There's some kind of contentment against this Queen of Wands, and it's a little bit childish. I won't lie, but it's sort of like, well, if that's how you feel about it, I'm just gonna sit here, do my own thing, and you can do your own thing too. But this queen is really determined to still mess with your masculine at this time. What's a spiritual clarity, higher perspective? I really like this. Because I was talking earlier about when you lie to yourself, you lie to others, and if you are around people who lie to themselves, who lie to others, yes, this is exactly the soup of chaos that you manifest. There's a wonderful lesson for you in here. First of all, you called it. This divine masculine, they know. They know that you tried to call this out, but because they're a masculine, okay? Like, well, I'm joking that they're a dum-dum, and they know that they've been a fucking dum-dum. Masculine energy operates from the outside in, and feminine energy operates from the inside out. And there's something about the meeting of the minds and meeting in the middle. Like, these are both feminine figures that are on these cards. Femininity does not require a masculine. Like, it's nice, don't get me wrong. Like, you can hug yourself and feel good giving yourself a hug, but sometimes it's nice when you can have another pair of arms that feel equally as in love with you to wrap their arms around you. But there's a message in here to remind you, when a masculine is trying to be there for a feminine, they try to comfort them. They try to offer a semblance of safety, but it's still up to the feminine to be receptive, to feel safe, to feel comforted. And when you're feeling comforted, self-soothed, able to manage your own emotions, you don't really need any external validation. It's just sort of a nice bonus when you can have that external validation. What's going on over here? Strength. There's a bit of a pissing contest going on right here, because the masculine is trying to test their feminine. Pardon me. They're trying to test their karmic at this time. Like, it is funny to say test their feminine because they're still not 100% certain that this person is bad. I know it's beyond aggravating, but this person's trying to learn how to listen to their heart for the first time because they know they can't just blatantly listen to you. They've been blatantly listening to everybody else, and everybody else has given them bad advice. Like, you're the 1% of good advice to the 99% of bad advice, and the masculine is still accustomed to listening to the crowd, listening to popular culture, and it's up to them. That's their job to transmute it in order to learn how to listen to one's heart. What do we have here? Got the Hermit. I kind of like this. They are spending time alone and they're trying to see how they feel when they are alone. What else we got? 2 cups. So, like, here's the good news. Like, despite what I said a little bit earlier, divine masculine, they want to know how they feel by themselves and they want to know who it is that they truly want to be with. Your masculine is actively trying to manifest the perfect love. They don't know who it is. They don't know if you would welcome them back. And for some of you, where you've walked away from a masculine, that person has been permanently removed from your life and you are welcoming brand new love into your reality. But the masculine over here, they're actually being very open to the universe. And honestly, I have to say, good for them, because they're trying not to force a situation anymore. They tried forcing the situation earlier, and look what kind of hell it got them into, that they have to burn it all down and start again. And that's exhausting. The masculine wants to have a solid foundation. They want to solidly restart, but they don't want to do it ever again. The masculine is actively trying to learn their karmic lesson. And if you are in vibrational match with this message, you will be able to cheer them on and understand that they are trying their best. They're doing exactly what it is that they need to do to get the answers that they need, because you never want to go through this ever again. They don't want to have to go through this ever again. As the masculine is able to learn how to be comfortable within their own energy, being way less dependent on trying to get validation from their external reality, knowing that they have to go within and learn how to feel good within their own skin without seeking out validation from from lovers, from friends, from family, from society. What is the potential result after all of that? 10 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. They will be able to find the right decision. Like, have some confidence with your masculine. They are trying to do this the right way. And just because you have the answers, it doesn't mean that they shouldn't go through the pathway to come to the same conclusion. If you want to manifest a reunion with this person, it requires you both to be in the same alignment, because this person, if they want to have a long-term relationship with you, a long-term relationship with anybody, they can't bring this chaos with them. They're actually learning how to detach, and I'm very excited for them. Who do we have? Underworld. This masculine is getting ready to go on a dark night of the soul. They've been avoiding it. They've been avoiding the shit out of this shift, because they know they have to understand what it is that got them into the situation in the first place. Some of them are really fucking humiliated right now because they defended this person to the ends of the earth, and they defended this person against you. Like, they pushed you away and you were confused. It's like you knew the integrity of this karmic, and you knew that they were vile. You knew that they had problems, and you knew that all they did was consume your masculine, and your masculine wrote you off. And that's difficult because they just thought you were being jealous. Give yourself a little bit of credit, divine feminine. There may have been jealousy there, and I think you're grown up enough to admit if that was going to be the case. But here's the thing, you were just confused. Why is my masculine aligning with someone who's not good? Like they can't even come up with a good explanation why they want to be with this person. Because I think deep down inside, if your masculine was really happy with this person, if your masculine was so connected to this individual, you could let them go. You could appreciate that. Wow, I'm so happy for them. But they walked off and they were unhappy, and you saw it coming from a mile away. Can I get a little bit of clarity? 10 of Pentacles, along with the 5 of Wands, especially if this is going to be an entering at the dark night of the soul. Because I keep hearing, I had true love and I fucking stabbed it in the back. What do we have? Hanged Man, 9 of Cups. What over here? 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. This is such a supremely divinely guided reading. Like, they know they need to get a new perspective on what actual happiness is and what it means to truly manifest. Your masculine was superficial. They're like, well, okay, so if I want to have the perfect person in my life, they have to like wearing crowns. And if they wear a cape with draped in, leopard spots, then they're totally for me. And it was superficial. Like they were trying to get signs from the universe and they did a little bit too much of a good job. Like, you could be wearing a shawl and they could be wearing a shawl, but because you didn't have like little black spots on it, they decided to reject you. Like this is how the divine masculine has been so fucking disconnected from their intuition, because there was something that went on in their life long before you guys ever met that bound them karmically to behaving in a really bad way. Like your person has been the villain and they hated themselves for it, and now they have aligned themselves with something villainous. So let's kind of wrap this up in a pretty bow. I want to get some higher vibrational energies just to wrap this up. This is intense, guys. And I'm really encouraging you at this time, Divine Feminine, send all the love in all of the world from your heart chakra in the highest vibrational frequency possible, to be a sounding beacon, to let them know that there is a way through this. They need to find a way through the density of the 3D, but this is actually part of their path and part of their purpose. If you're continuing, Divine Feminine, to work towards your purpose, understanding your skills, your gifts, not trying to take things too seriously within the 3D, like, as Jesus said, forgive them, Lord, for they do not know what they do. And there's some kind of graciousness that the Divine Feminine will be able to give to the Divine Masculine once they feel brave enough to approach you. So the harmonic oscillator, timing, synchronicity, rhythm, and frequency. Everything, every word spoken, every action said, everything that you said, you need to forgive yourself because you spoke truth to this masculine. They may have twisted it around. They may have used it against you, but those words were so potent, they still continue to linger in the back of the mind of your masculine. And it's going to continue to come up to the surface over and over and over again, because they are going to start recognizing how you were right, how you had the right perspective, how they were entrenched within the 3D and entrenched within their karma. Allow things to time out. Pay attention to the world around you. If you are truly a Divine Feminine, you know how to look at nature, to look at an algorithm, to look at your community around you, what people are saying, and how people are acting and reacting, and you will know exactly what it is that's going on around you. You have a special gift, and it is there to help inform you and connect you to source. You are a prophet, you are a prophetess, and you'll be magnetizing the correct masculines, the ones that are connected to their heart chakra, the ones that will be able to benefit from your wisdom and help bring them back to their God selves. Just saying, wow. Well, Divine Feminine, wherever it is that you are at, damn, I sincerely hope that this helped. Whew. Well, thank you so much for sticking around. If this resonated, please let me know by liking, sharing. Let me know in the comments below what your experiences have been with this person. Otherwise, I'll see you guys at the next one. And until then, I'm wishing you peace, love, and all the berries.